הוא אחד האנשים הכי קרובים לדונלד טראמפ, עורך דינו ואיש סודו, רודי ג'וליאני. הוא גם האיש שהוביל את הקמפיין השקרי לחלוטין, שטען שטראמפ ניצח בבחירות. ואז הוא הסתבך, רישיונו הושעה ונפתחה נגדו חקירה פלילית. בראיון בלעדי לעורך חדשות החוץ גיל תמרי מביתו שבניו יורק, הוא מדבר בלי פילטרים, כהרגלו, תוקף את ביידן, חושף לכאורה מסמכים מפלילים, ומשועשע מהאפשרות שימצא את עצמו בכלא. הנה.
פינת חדר האוכל המרשים בביתו של רודי ג'וליאני שבניו יורק, על כאן מיוחד, מוצב הכפתור הזה.
This is the voice of?
That's Donald Trump.
You're being rude. You're fake news.
You think that's him or an imitation?
Imitation.
Imitation, yeah. At the end, at the beginning it's good. He said this stuff. You know that.
Yeah.
He said it all the time.
שאולי מספר את כל הסיפור על העולם על פי רודי ג'וליאני.
This is my response to what they say about me.
Fake news. That is such fake news.
עורך הדין, חבר הקרוב והמוציא והמביא של דונלד טראמפ.
You know they miss him. They miss him. It was so refreshing to have an American president that didn't do all the political bull.
Let's look at the head of the table.
Okay.
May I call you Rudy?
Of course you can.
Okay. You are an admired persona in Israel. And people in Israel getting the news from all the outlets.
Too bad. Most of the news you get from the United States is similar to the news you get from Communist China. About 80% of our news now is sensitive. I bet Israel doesn't know that for 2 months they've been doing a forensic audit in Arizona.
We are reading in Israel a headline that says Rudy Giuliani is under a criminal investigation.
By an FBI that is corrupt. The same FBI that attempted to investigate the president for collusion with the Russians that never took place.
But they are saying that Rudy is the corrupt.
I know they're saying it because they're lying. But they're trying to frame me.
Do you worry that they might indict you?
I'll beat the hell out of them if they do.
But you know the headline, Rudy Giuliani, the
That's why
number
we
one
have the
mayor of America, is being indicted. This is...
Yeah, that's terrible, except for the fact that it's a corrupt newspaper that's doing it. The New York Times. The New York Times hasn't told the truth in 20 years.
And when
You think the New York Times tells the truth about Israel? You think they've written an honest article about Israel in 20 years? You have no idea the absolute lies.
This morning, the FBI came with warrants.
Major development in the federal criminal investigation into Rudy Giuliani.
המשטרה פשטה באחרונה על דירתו של רודי ג'וליאני, הדירה הזאת שבה אנחנו נמצאים ואחרים הראיות.
The New York Times is saying investigators seized Giuliani's electronic devices.
ראיות שסודרו ממש על השולחן הזה שעליו אנחנו מקיימים את הראיון לצורך זיהוין.
They took all my electronics out. They put them right on his table, right here. There's going to be a big advertisement for Apple, but I love iPad, iPhone, iPod. I have all kinds of crap. Most of it I don't even use, which was really hilarious because they went through stuff that has nothing on it. They raid my law office, which is outrageous. It's a violation of the Sixth Amendment of the Constitution. The only lawyers' offices that get raided in America are Donald Trump's lawyers. That's it.
The FBI convinced prosecutors and a judge that there was probable cause to believe a crime had been committed.
They've investigated me for 2.5 years and they can't even figure out a crime. I call this an investigation in search of a crime. That's why they raided my house and my law office.
חוקרי ה-FBI פשטו על ביתו של ג'וליאני כספיח לפרשת אוקראינה גייט, אותה פרשה שהובילה גם למשפט ההדחה, האימפיצ'מנט נגד הנשיא טראמפ.
Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye. The Senate of the United States is sitting for the trial against Donald John Trump.
במרכז הפרשה דרישה של טראמפ מנשיא אוקראינה לפתוח בחקירה פלילית נגד ג'ו ביידן ובנו אנטר ועסקיהם לכאורה במדינה. טראמפ התנה זאת במתן סיוע חוץ לאוקראינה.
I put no pressure on them whatsoever. I could have.
ג'וליאני שבמשך חודשים ליקט באוקראינה את מה שהוא טוען שאין ראיות נגד הביידנים, הוצג לנשיא אוקראינה על ידי טראמפ כאיש שעליו לעמוד איתו בקשר כדי לקדם את העניין. ג'וליאני טוען באוזנינו כי את הראיות החשובות ביותר, אלו שאסף כשהסתבך בפרשת אוקראינה גייט, הראיות על בנו של נשיא ארצות הברית ג'ו ביידן, ה-FBI לא לקח.
They walked out of here with leaving behind the only incriminating evidence I have in my house. But they're trying to frame me because I'm the one who found the hard drive, and I'm the one who went and investigated Ukraine and found out that the Bidens took about $30 million in bribes over 25 years. Now the media in the United States is covering up the fact that our president is demented.
בשלב מסוים בריאיון איתנו ג'וליאני אפילו קם, הולך לכספת הפרטית שלו ומביא ממנה את מה שהוא טוען כי אלו הראיות המפלילות נגד ביידן ובנו.
So, this is what it looks like. These are hard drives. This is a Biden computer. Yeah. This one has everything, including the child pornography, which I gave to the police. Of course, the police did nothing with it to protect the children. This hard drive would have entirely cleared President Trump of any of the charges involving the Ukraine because it shows the crimes that were committed by the Bidens in the Ukraine, but the FBI deliberately concealed these.
ואז מקריא לנו את מה שהוא טוען שהוא ראיות הקושרות את ג'ו ביידן לפרשה.
This one is probably what I would consider, as a prosecutor, a bullet to the heart. After 30 years, Hunter Biden's explanation, this was written to his daughter, Christmas time, 12/25/18. I hope you all can do what I did and pay for everything for this entire family for 30 years. It's really hard, but don't worry, unlike Pop, I won't make you give me half your salary. This has never been investigated. He is explaining a typical pay-for-play American fraud scheme. This is why they want to put me in jail. I'm telling you, because I got all this stuff. And they want to bury it, and they want to bury me. But they ain't gonna do it.
Ain't gonna do it.
I'm gonna get them.
אלא שהדברים האלה והטענות האלה של ג'וליאני וטראמפ נגד משפחת ביידן מעולם לא הוכחו נכונים, כמו גם האותנטיות של המסמכים שהוצגו לנו.
She told my therapist that I was sexually inappropriate with, that's the name of his niece. She's 14 years old. He says that I FaceTime naked with her.
בכלל, בעולמו של ג'וליאני, טראמפ הוא זה שניצח בבחירות.
They just finished a big audit in Arizona and they're undergoing one in Georgia and they're finding all kinds of illegitimate votes. It just doesn't get reported.
והוא עוד ישוב.
Will he run in 2024?
Will he?
I'm asking, I don't know.
I don't know either. I saw him the other night. He's in great shape. And
What is your gut feeling?
My gut feeling is if he remains as healthy as he is now, which is 50 times healthier than the impaired individual we have in the White House, he'll run. He's so afraid for our country. He real.
אלא שבאותה נשימה כמעט, ג'וליאני אפילו מהרהר באפשרות שהוא עצמו יגיע לכלא ומשתעשע בשאלה מה יעשה אם ימצא את עצמו מאחורי סורג ובריח.
They won't put me in jail. I said, I don't care. Anyway. They're not going to scare me. I said that so I won't, they can't scare me.
You're the hero of 9/11.
If I go to jail, I'll get along with the jail people. I'll represent them. Screw it. They're not going to scare me. If I was a hero at one time, I haven't changed at all. It's just the corrupt media and the corrupt politics in America that's doing it, and we'll get through it. Because I'm a fighter, and I'm going to be vindicated completely.
ג'וליאני של 2021 לא מזכיר במאום את ג'וליאני של לפני 20 שנה.
Tomorrow, New York is going to be here, and we're going to rebuild, and we're going to be stronger than we were before.
אז הוכתר לראש העיר של אמריקה ונחשב לבעל סיכויים להיות נשיא ארצות הברית. רודי ג'וליאני! היום הוא נאלץ להתמודד עם תדמית לא מחמיאה.
My goodness, what do we have to do to get you to give our people the truth?
ההידרדרות של ג'וליאני מטה מהירה. בשנה האחרונה גם הוצג באופן נלעג בסרט בורת.
Nice to meet you, my dear.
Nice to meet you. You are one of my greatest heroes.
Oh, that's so nice. Thank
Yes.
you. Thank you.
שנפל קורבן למתיחה. הוא סבר כי הוא מגיע לראיון עם עיתונאית מתחילה מרוסיה.
You're a little bit...
Yeah, it's always.
והצגתו של ג'וליאני כמי שניסה לזכות בטובות הנאה מיניות מהכתבת המתחילה.
I'll relax you, okay?
Yes, thank you. I feel like I'm living in a fairy tale.
You're going to do great, okay?
People in Israel saw the movie Borat. They are looking at the same.
Oh, well, that was a joke. That was a joke. What they tried to do was they tried to make it look like I was somehow involved with this woman. Of course, There's nothing that shows that. And the reality is, the minute I realized that they were trying to set me, I called for the police and they ran away. They don't tell you that. You can give me your phone number and your address. There was nothing wrong with it. I didn't do anything wrong. I thought it was an interview with a Russian journalist, and that the poor girl was doing her first interview, and she was very, very nervous. And I was nice to her.
Put down your crumb. She's 15. She's too old for you.
I didn't touch her, didn't put my hands on her. They don't even have that. So it was a totally ridiculous and sick thing from a guy who's a sick guy who hates Republicans and did it in the middle of the election so he could have something like that. Nobody in this country paid any attention to it.
לפני שאנחנו נפרדים ומסכמים את העולם על פי ג'וליאני, אנחנו עושים יחד גם סלפי למזכרת.
Look to him because he's the guy that take me the picture.
גיל תמרי עם רודי ג'וליאני בניו יורק.
Listen, you fake news, you fake news.